Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. It's Brianna Ray from BriY here to bring you TikTok trends. So I have been seeing this like paint pour, like drag sort of art. I almost can't even describe it, where they kind of take like dust pans and then like spread acrylic pour over top of like a design. I wanted to try it because it looks kind of cool and it's abstract, and you know, I had some matching canvases. They kind of the last one I saw kind of like dragged it across two canvases, so it kind of looked like a continuous design, which I'll be honest, I thought was pretty cool. So I've got these pieces taped off. I'm going to add some like generic pinks to these as well. I don't know if I wanted to do this, maybe. Yeah, I think that's better. And I'll do like a pink up here and a pink down here, and then I want them kind of like on an angle, and I'm gonna spread like golds and pinks all across to kind of fit my usual color scheme. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I think it's gonna be a ton of fun. I do have a safety mat to put underneath these, and I've got all of my paint brushes over here, so I am ready to start painting. Alright, I did blast this with the hairdryer for a hot second, and now peel and reveal a nice crisp line. Love that. And the other side, this reminds me a lot of the style I did for my embroidered canvas art. Pretty sure it's the exact same like style and kind of color, which is why I thought this would kind of fit, but you can check that video out up here. This was a different, TikTok trend that I thought was just stunning. You know, if there's one thing that TikTok has ever done, it is tons of inspo. I'm suddenly thinking I can't do this like one to the other sort of situation just based on my space constraints. So, like I said, I've seen people do this with dust pans. I don't have those, so, well, I mean I do, but it's currently not really in a place where it can be used to cleanly create art. So what I've decided is I wanted something like washable that I could like rinse paint out of or peel the paint out of and throw away. So I actually decided I'm gonna go with this already like wrapped. Did I actually genuinely just have my television playing in like the whole background of this video? I hope you didn't hear that. I might have to voice over it later. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm gonna do this because it needs to be flat. That way it kind of stretches. Whereas opposed to like the cups that you've probably seen before, when you turn them, they kind of get intermingled or don't create something specific. So I have a couple of different pinks. I am going to kind of do like a gradient style situation, and I'm just gonna kind of start relatively close to the edge, and add in my paints. It looks way cooler when it kind of has like the ribs or ripples kind of in it. I don't know, maybe this will look cool too. But hopefully this will at least explain the vibe. So you kind of just let it drip, and it creates the pattern, but all stretched out. And of course, my camera's in the way. And this, friends, is why you would want it to be runny, so that it actually comes off. Great news though, reusing the canvas totally worked. Alright, so I'm gonna let this gal dry over here, and we're going to, once it's dry, maybe on another day, try to get that figured out. But it's so gloopy and thick, it's gonna take forever, and that's just not a reasonable expectation to get that filmed in time to get this video posted. So we are going to try again. This time I've got some cups. These I do reuse, by the way. You can see this one's absolutely disgusting. So I am going to put the paint in here, add a little bit of water so that it runs a little bit better. If you're wondering about my confidence level about now, it's small. So I added just a little bit of water to kind of let it to make it so the paint flows a little bit more. I didn't want it to be totally liquidy. I feel like with the little amount of pink I had, it might, like this dark honeysuckle pink, it might be. And I barely added any to the white because it was already at like such a good consistency, but I can tell that these are definitely a fair bit different, and I'm sure you can too. So I am again going to kind of separate out my colors over here. I'm not sure with the runniness of this that I'm going to be able to get like the design that I wanted, but I think I might actually be able to make the make this work at least better than this guy. So let's start again with our darkest. I'm going to kind of pour it a little bit closer to the middle. Okay, there we go. And add in some of our lighter. Ooh, she spreads. Okay, better? Yes. Still what I was hoping for? No. I think I just need more paint. Maybe that's the problem. I will say I do like the way this looks a lot better than the other one though. This like, it's spreading a little bit better. Unfortunately, the one thing that it is kind of missing is this like connectivity here that I really liked about the other ones, and kind of flow. Oh, maybe this will actually give it the flow that I was hoping for. But it is big time missing like kind of the original vibe of the project because maybe this is too runny now. Have paint left, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to use up all this paint and I'm going to layer it because I want to honor Jenna Marbles too much, Jean. I've always really loved the vibe of my channel of trying to do things on a budget, doing things with things you already have in the house. I'm not sure this is one of those things you can do with the things you already have in the house, like, you know, tap water and so on. I do think that whatever came out of this was actually surprisingly good. I really like the way that this looks. I'm going to like the way it looks when it's dry a little more, I'm sure. But it's super abstract and I think the gold looks fantastic. So I think having a really nice gold paint is kind of like the key to getting this sort of effect. Or maybe even like a heat gun to sort of start pushing things around. So I think this form of it actually turned out pretty good, though I think the original kind of style that we kind of had in mind, as you saw in that first one, not exactly as attainable on the budget. You're going to have to buy the acrylic medium. You're going to have to make sure you have all the cups laying around. Like, all those things are true. Am I proud of what I made today? Actually, yes. I didn't make a mess. It looks really cool, and I'm super excited to kind of put it up on my wall. As you can see, I've got this kind of got this like pink gallery wall situation going on here, so I would love to add this guy to it. I'm not unhappy with the way that it turned out, and you know what's really great about canvas is when it dries, you can always paint over it and start again. So with all that said, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, feel free to like and subscribe. I do put out new videos every Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and I would love for you to be here for the next one. Thanks again so much, and I hope to see you then. Bye!